It is no secret that Sound of Freedom is the movie of the summer and most likely the movie of the year. Sound of Freedom is only getting bigger by the week, and the box office numbers are only going to rise. Now, Sound of Freedom is so big right now that it's outperforming Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, a movie that has a $290 million budget, even though $40 million of it was increased due to COVID. But still, Sound of Freedom is outperforming a well-established franchise, and it's only this beginning for Sound of Freedom. I mean, you can see here, Sound of Freedom finished third yesterday at the box office. Mission Impossible was right behind it. Sound of Freedom did $3.1 million at the box office, while Mission Impossible did $2.3 million in 4,300 theaters. Mission Impossible has been a whimper in the wind to Sound of Freedom, Barbie, and Oppenheimer. You can say Sound of Freedom completely killed the momentum for Mission Impossible, and that is completely valid because Mission Impossible never had any momentum, the matter of fact. And then Barbie and Oppenheimer came out, and it was just completely crushed from there. But let's look at Sound of Freedom's numbers. Sound of Freedom has already crossed $130 million at the box office, and it's only going to get bigger. Now, this movie has a $14 million budget, and it promotes the awareness of child trafficking and the dangers of it. Now, because it does that, it has been laced with criticism from the mainstream media. Here, Rolling Stone completely trashed Sound of Freedom, mocks viewers, downplays the scale of child sex trafficking industry. Anytime a mainstream has tried to criticize Sound of Freedom, all they've done is made a complete idiot out of themselves and hurt their reputation very much. And Jim Caviezel responded to it, and he says that they're scared and quaking in their boots. And that is completely valid because there's a lot of slimy stuff going on right now in the world. But Sound of Freedom is so massively big that it's finally getting an international release, and it's set for multiple releases in the international market, including the UK and Australia from Angel Studios. And not only that, a bunch of Latin American countries. Let's look at Angel Studios' tweet on now called X. You can see here they've got a ton of international releases in South America and Africa. This is only the beginning for Sound of Freedom, and I can see it doubling its box office number. So this movie could probably end right around $300 to $400 million at the global box office, and that would be absolutely incredible. You can see here that a bunch of Latin American countries are lined up for late August. You can see Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Colombia's in there, Venezuela, Costa Rica. So Sound of Freedom will be hitting the Latin American audiences late August, and it's going to be absolutely massive because just exactly what Hollywood has been promoting, Sound of Freedom, is extremely diverse, and half of the movie is in Spanish, but yet the mainstream media and Hollywood still hate this movie, and it is absolutely mind-blowing. But anyway, that's all for me. Sound of Freedom is going to be absolutely massive, and this is only the beginning. But anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button, comment your guys' thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.